Following World War I, the New York State Legislature passed a joint resolution to, quote, collect, collate, compile, edit, and prepare for publication sufficient material, statistics, and data for a history of the state of New York in the World War, end quote. State historians James Sullivan and Alexander C. Flick requested from the newly established local historians statistics, reports, and photographs of soldiers. These photographs, often one of a kind, were to be reproduced and returned to families. Photographs were inscribed, "Please return," and "Return without fail." Alas, the legislature never funded the project, so these photographs were never returned and have since been housed in the New York State Archives in Albany. Finally, 100 years after America fought in the Great War, we will return without fail, the lost Doughboys of Rensselaer County.
Private Bugs is a funny little codger with a smile, a funny smile. 5 feet none, he's an awful little dodger with a smile, a sunny smile. Flushed or broke, he'll have his little joke. He can't be suppressed. All the other fellows have to grin when he gets it off his chest. Hey! Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While you balloon them but to light your fag, smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. Oh, pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Private Bugs went marching into Flanders with his smile, his sunny smile. He was loved by the privates and commanders for his smile, his sunny smile. When the throng of Germans came along with a mighty swing, Turk yelled out, "This little bunch is mine. Keep your heads down, boys, and sing." Hey! Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While you balloon the foot to light your fag, smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. Oh, pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While you balloon the fun to light your fag, smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. Oh, pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile.
Most every fellow has a sweetheart, some little girl with eyes of blue. My daddy also had a sweetheart, and he fought to win her too. There'll come a day when we must pay the price of love and beauty, be there staunch and true. It's time for every boy to be a soldier, to put his strength and courage to the test. It's time to place a musket on his shoulder and wrap the stars and stripes around his breast. It's time to shout those noble words of Lincoln and stand up for the land that gave you birth. That the nation of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Boys of America, get ready. Your motherland is calling you. Boys of America, be steady for the old red, white, and blue. When Yankee Doodle comes to town upon his little pony, be there staunch and true. It's time for every boy to be a soldier, to put his strength and courage to the test. It's time to place a musket on his shoulder and wrap the stars and stripes around his breast. It's time to shout those noble words of Lincoln and stand up for the land that gave you birth. That the nation of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Time to shout those noble words of Lincoln and stand up for the land that gave you birth. That the nation of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
I've been thinking, said his wife indeed. Now that all is peaceful and calm, the boy will soon be back on the farm. Mr. Reuben started winking and slowly rubbed his chin. He pulled his chair up close to Mother and he asked her with a grin, how you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they've seen Paris? How you gonna keep 'em from Piccadilly dancing around and painting the town? How you gonna keep 'em away from harm? That's a mystery. They never want to see a rake or plow, and pull the juice can parlez-vous a cow. How you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they've seen Paris? Reuben, you're mistaken, said his wife indeed. Once a farmer, always a jay, and farmers always stick to the hay. Mother Reuben, I'm not faking, so you may think it's strange, but wine and women play the mischief with a boy who's loose with change. How you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they've seen Paris? How you gonna keep 'em from Piccadilly dancing around and painting the town? How you gonna keep 'em away from harm? That's a mystery. They never want to see a rake or plow, and pull the juice can parlez-vous a cow. How you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they've seen Paris?
honey.
Yes.
Oh, my honey.
Yes.
Better hurry and let's see. And ain't you going?
Where you going?
Ain't you going?
Where you going?
To the leader man.
Ragged music man?
Oh, my honey.
What?
Oh, my honey.
What?
Let me take you to Alexander's grandstand. Ain't you coming along? Come on and hear.
I'd like to hear.
Come on and hear.
I'd like to hear.
Alexander's ragtime band. Come on and hear.
Oh, yes, my dear.
Come on and hear.
Oh, yes, my dear.
It's the best band in the land.
Can they play a bugle call like I never heard before?
Why, so natural that you want to go to war. That's just the best and what him. Honey lamb, come on along. Come on along. Let me take you by the hand. Up to the man. Up to the man. Who's the leader of the band? And I would like to hear the Swanee River playing ragtime. Come on and hear. Come on and hear. Alexander's ragtime band. Oh, my honey.
Well,
Oh, my honey.
well,
There's a fiddle with notes that screeches like a chicken.
like a chicken.
Like a chicken.
Oh, you chicken.
And the clarinet.
Is a carrot patch.
Come on and listen.
Sure.
Come on and listen.
Sure.
To a classical band. What pieces come now somehow. Better hurry along. Come on and hear.
I'd like to hear.
Come on and hear.
I'd like to hear.
Alexander's ragtime band. Come on and hear.
Oh, yes, my dear.
Come on and hear.
Oh, yes, my dear.
It's the best band in the land.
Can they play a bugle call like I never heard before?
Why, so natural that you want to go to war. That's just the best and what am. Honey lamb, come on along. Come on along. Let me take you by the hand. Up to the man. Up to the man. Who's the leader of the band? And I would like to hear the Swanee River playing ragtime. Come on and hear. Come on and hear. Alexander's ragtime band. Do you remember Kaiser Bill about a year ago? We told your old friend Bernstoff that he'd better pack and go. You laughed and said America possessed no fighting stuff until our fighting Yankee boys walked in and called your bluff. That Monte Cristo idea will not do if you think that the world belongs to you. Tell that to the Marines, those deviling hounds who know what fighting means. You are going to lick the world, you said you will. If you mean Uncle Sam, now listen, Kaiser Bill. Tell that to the Marines, the first to fight on all the fighting seas. If you think you'll sink our new boats with your damned old U-boat, tell that to the Marines. That line of Hindenburg would never break, you made a vow. It must be made of rubber, Bill, the way it's bending now. Those rough words that you bragged about, you'll rave of them no more. We'll change them to the bankrupt words when we end the war. Though Kaiser Bill at warfare we are new. If you think now the Yankee drive is through, Tell that to the Marines, those deviling hounds who know what fighting means. We are going to have 6 million men in line. Kaiser Bill, if you don't think they will cross the Rhine. Tell that to the Marines, the first to fight on all the fighting seas. And if you think the Yanks won't whirl in right straight into Berlin, tell that to the Marines.
Sister Susie sewing in the kitchen on a singer. There's miles and miles of flannel on the floor and up the stairs. And Father says it's rotten getting mixed up with the cotton and sitting on the needles that she leaves upon the chairs. And should you knock at our street door, Ma whispers, "Come inside." Then when you ask where Susie is, she says with loving pride, "Sister Susie sewing shirts for soldiers." Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirts for soldiers Sister Susie sews. I forgot to tell you that our Sister Susie's married, and when she isn't sewing shirts, she's sewing other things. Then little Sister Molly says, "Oh, Sister's bought a dolly. She's making all the clothes for it with pretty bows and strings." Says Susie, "Don't be silly," as she blushes and she sighs. Then Mother smiles and whispers with a twinkle in her eyes, "Sister Susie sewing shirts for soldiers." Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirts for soldiers Sister Susie sews. Ah, well, I'm glad that's off my chest. Now I'd like to have everybody join in the chorus. It isn't as hard as it sounds, not nearly as difficult as Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, or She sells seashells by the seashore. But you must be sober before you try it. Come now, all together. Sister Susie sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirts for soldiers Sister Susie sews.
Up to mighty London came an Irishman one day. As the streets are paved with gold, sure everyone was gay. Singing songs of Piccadilly, Strand and Leicester Square. Till Paddy got excited, then he shouted to them there, "It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly, farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go.
Irish Molly, oh, saying, should you not receive it right, and let me know if I make mistakes in spelling Molly dear, said he. Remember, it's the pen that's bad, don't lay the blame on me. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly, farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly, farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there. You have loved lots of girls in the street long ago, and each one has meant heaven to you. You have vowed your affection to each one in turn, and have sworn to them all you'd be true. You have kissed beneath the moon while the world seemed impure, then you've left her to hunt a new game. Does it ever occur to you later, my boy, that she's probably doing the same? I wonder who's kissing her now, wonder who's teaching her now, wonder who's looking into her eyes, breathing sighs, telling lies. I wonder who's buying the wine for lips that I used to call mine. I wonder if she ever tells him of me. I wonder who's kissing her now. If you want to feel wretched and lonely and blue, just imagine the girl you love best in the arms of some fellow who's stealing a kiss from the lips that you once fondly pressed. But the world moves apace, and the loves of today flit away with a smile and a tear. So you never can tell who is kissing her now, or just whom you'll be kissing next year. I wonder who's kissing her now, wonder who's teaching her now, wonder who's looking into her eyes, breathing sighs, telling lies. I wonder who's buying the wine for lips that I used to call mine. I wonder if she ever tells him of me. I wonder who's kissing her now. thinking, mother dear, of you, and our bright and happy home so far away. And the tears, they fill my eyes, spite of all that I can do, so I try to cheer my comrades and be gay. Tramp, 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 the boys are marching. Cheer up, comrades, they will come. And beneath the starry flag, we shall breathe the air again of the free land in our own beloved home. Tramp, 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 the boys are marching. Cheer up, comrades, they will come. And beneath the starry flag, we shall breathe the air again of the free land in our own beloved home. In the battle front we stood when their business stars they made, and they swept us off 100 men or more. But before we reached the lines, they were beaten back dismayed, and we heard the cry of victory o'er and o'er. Tramp, 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 the boys are marching. Cheer up, comrades, they will come. And beneath the starry flag, we shall breathe the air again of the free land in our own beloved home. So within the prison cell, we are waiting for the day that shall come to open wide the iron door. And the hollow eye grows in the poor heart almost gay as we think of seeing home and friends once more. Tramp, 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 the boys are marching. Cheer up, comrades, they will come. And beneath the starry flag, we shall breathe the air again of the free land in our own beloved home. The other day I chanced to meet a soldier friend of mine. He'd been in camp for several weeks and he was looking fine. His muscles had developed and his cheeks were rosy red. I asked him how he liked the life and this is what he said. Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I'd love to remain in bed. For the hardest blow of all is to hear the bugler call. You've got to get up, you've got to get up, you've got to get up this morning. Someday I'm going to murder the bugler. Someday they're going to find him dead. I'll amputate his reveille and step upon it heavily and spend the rest of my life in bed. A bugler in the army is the luckiest of men. He wakes the boys at 5 and then goes back to bed again. He doesn't have to blow again until the afternoon. If everything goes well with me, I'll be a bugler soon. Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I'd love to remain in bed. For the hardest blow of all is to hear the bugler call. You've got to get up, you've got to get up, you've got to get up this morning. Someday I'm going to murder the bugler. Someday they're going to find him dead. I'll amputate his reveille and step upon it heavily and spend the rest of my life in bed. Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I'd love to remain in bed. For the hardest blow of all is to hear the bugler call. You've got to get up, you've got to get up, you've got to get up this morning. Oh boy, the minute the battle is over. Oh boy, the minute the foe is dead. I'll put my uniform away and move to Philadelphia and spend the rest of my life in bed.
We're going to give you this with a million Yankee hits. We'll blow you into bits. Hey, Fritz, you're fighting Yankee wit. Before we go, you ought to know it's time you called it quits. For you can't beat us, beat us into old Berlin. You're bound to meet us, but you can't defeat us. We're going in to win. We'll make you wish you never went to war. Fight you like you never fought before. You can't beat us, can't beat us if it takes 10 million more. Say, Fritz, why don't you take a tip when you know this Yankee ship is giving you the slip? Hey, Fritz, when Uncle Sammy's grip begins to yank that German flank, then something's got to rip. Or you can't beat us, beat us into old Berlin. You're bound to meet us, but you can't defeat us. We're going in to win. We'll fight you now and then we'll fight you more. Fight you till we've made the Kaiser roar. You can't beat us, if it takes 10 million more. For you can't beat us into old Berlin. You're bound to meet us, but you can't defeat us. We're going in to win. And with the crown prince we will knock the floor. Kick the Kaiser through the Potsdam door. You can't beat us, if it takes 10 million more.
Johnny, get your gun, get your gun, get your gun. Take it on the run, on the run, on the run. Hear them calling you and me, every son of liberty. Hurry right away, no delay, go today. Make your daddy glad to have had such a lad. Tell your sweetheart not to pine, to be proud her boys in line. Over there, send the word over there, that the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming, the drums rum-tumming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer, send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over, over there, over there, over there. Send the word over there, that the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming, the drums rum-tumming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer, send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over, over there. Johnny, get your gun, get your gun, get your gun. Johnny, show the Hun you're a son of a gun. Hoist the flag and let her fly. Yankee Doodle, do or die. Pack your little kit, show your grit, do your bit. Yankees to the ranks, from the towns and the tanks. Make your mother proud of you, and the old red, white, and blue. Over there, send the word over there, that the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming, the drums rum-tumming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer, send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over, over there, over there, over there. Send the word over there, that the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming, the drums rum-tumming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer, send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over, over there.